Alright, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to Dom Sims. Today we are back in American Truck Simulator. I just gotta go on ahead and find where my load is right now. So before I started recording, I was I was deadheading from the dealership in Oxnard to here on in this little chemical plant between Bakersfield and Oxnard, I guess, if you will. But I was recording, well, I wasn't recording, but I was deadheading, and I discovered that this truck has a very strange secondary sounding horn. Like you guys know, I showed you guys in the last video, I showed you guys in the last video what the horn sounded like. It sounds like this. But it turns out there's a secondary horn on this truck, and it sounds like this. I literally just discovered that this morning before I started filming. I thought it was really weird. Don't mind my bad driving, and also guys, because I'm trying to back into my load here pretty soon. I'm just trying to back into my load here. We are taking a load from Oxnard to Spokane, Washington. This is my first load on the new truck, guys. I'm super excited for my first delivery on the new truck, as I almost damaged the back of my truck here, trying to back into my load. So yeah, guys, this is my first job with the new truck. I'm super excited. Can't wait to see how it performs and everything, and you guys are going to be seeing it with me. And let's go on ahead and attach the trailer. Alright, and once everything is clear, which everything is clear now, we are clear to get on out of here. We are headed for Spokane, Washington. It's going to be a short little drive for the most part. Okay, I want to go this way. I could have taken that way. That's gonna end like right here, and I gotta get all the way over, so. Yep, we are out of here. We are now heading for Spokane, Washington. I'm gonna be driving for at least a few hours before. Oh. Alright, I got a car coming and a truck coming, so I gotta hurry up and get on out of here. Oh man, almost got into my, I almost hit an object for the first time. Alright, let's go ahead and take this turn nice and slow. And this truck sounds really quiet too. That's another thing that I've noticed. Alright, we are making our way towards Bakersfield. I'm going to be jumping on this Highway 126 road of some sort. Oh man, I might have to jump out to an exterior view just to see if I'm going to hit anything or if anyone's going to hit me. Okay, we're good. Alright, we're good on gas as we are fresh out of the dealership and ready to roll. Ooh, I got a truck coming up really quick. I better get in front of them because the lane's about to end. No, that was probably mean of me to do, but oh well. Alright, so yes, guys, we are making our way to Spokane, Washington. We are on the 126 as we speak. And we'll be making our way to the I-5. Alright, let's see if anyone's coming, because I know this is illegal, but I want to go around this truck and the solid line. Oh, here we go, dotted line's coming up. Alright, as soon as this car comes up, I'm going around. As soon as I get up to speed, I'm going around. Hold on, don't tell me there's a turn coming up. Is that another Freightliner Cascadia? I can't tell from this angle. It is another Freightliner Cascadia that I'm passing up. Nice. Well, at least the truck ahead of me is doing a little bit better than this guy. Than the guy I just passed up, so I'm kind of okay with being stuck behind him until we at least get to the I-5. The I-5 is pretty much coming up anyway, so. Oh, plus this guy's going southbound, so that's good. I have to go around this way. And I'm going to be going northbound. This is going to be my first time on the I-5 corridor north of Reading, guys. Because I've been on the I-5 corridor between Bakersfield and Reading before. But I have not, however, been on the I-5 between north of Reading and the Washington area, so yeah, it's gonna be my first time being on the I-5 north of Reading. Alright, so now we're on what I believe is the I-5, unless it routed me on Highway 99, that wouldn't have been good. Well, I'm close to the Grapevine, aren't I? I think I'm in the Grapevine right now. Yeah, I am climbing the Grapevine. Alright, Interstate 5. So we are on the I-5 technically. Oh, was that truck smoking? I think that truck was smoking. Oh, yeah, this guy's going a lot slower than me. He's got a much heavier load too, I think. Alright. Man, this car's, man, that car must have some beef with me. I don't know why, but it seems like that car had some beef with me. But he doesn't realize that once I hit the car speed limit that I'm about to pass him up, so. Yep, we'll see what happens with him. Because if he's gonna have some beef with me, then I'm gonna have some beef with him too. Decided to give him the secondary horn instead of the primary horn. In fact, I'm probably gonna give everybody the secondary horn because this primary horn, it's just not doing it, man. This primary horn is just not doing it. I'm just gonna give everybody the secondary horn for anyone that pisses me off, like this cop up here starting to piss me off. Luckily, I have fines turned off. Because I don't believe in fines. I drive my way in this game, okay? That's how I like it, and that's how it's gonna stay. Alright, we're actually coming up on my favorite rest stop out here in Bakersfield, so I think we're gonna go on ahead and take that. I'm not gonna take the one that I've taken before. I think I took you to it once before. It's like right there, not too far off the I-5. It's in the outskirts of Bakersfield somewhere. I'll have to take a look on the Google map real quick. Because I know exactly where it is. I just need to remember the name of the small little town that it's in. I mean, I know it's definitely not in Bakersfield. I can tell you that right now. Oh, sweet. You got 22 grand out of somebody. Nice. On the I-5. Yeah, it's this rest stop coming up over here. Yeah, I'm not catching on what it is. It doesn't say right there either, but it's the I-58 really. Highway 58 connector apparently. But there's another rest stop coming up on the right-hand side pretty soon. It's like literally right off the highway. You just pull right in and go to sleep. It's perfect. I think it's in Buttonwillow? I don't know. I'm close to Buttonwillow. Alright, that cop really... Oh, really, cop? Really? You just had to get over? Or, ooh, wow, that actually sounds nice. I can give them both if I want. Alright, the rest stop is coming up on the right-hand side. Or is it a way station? Oh boy, it's a way station. I'm not going to be able to get over, so I'm not stopping. Sorry! I'm not trying to cut off traffic just to stop at the way station. I'm not going to get in my first accident with this truck yet. I'm not ready to get in my first accident with this truck. Okay, now the rest stop is coming up on the right-hand side. I just want to go on ahead and get past this bus, and then I'll go on ahead and jump on over. Alright, we are ahead of the bus. Now we can go on ahead and get on over, and the rest stop is right over here. There we go. Just like that. You just pull right in. You go to sleep. Oh man, that was so close to my first accident. Literally, I was that close to getting in my first accident. Oh my god. Alright, we are resting, and it is 5:30 in the morning in the game now. Good morning to all you fellow truckers out there. Alright. We're good on gas, so I might as well not pay for California gas, right? Because I don't know what the deal is, but in this game, California gas is more expensive than any other state for gas prices. In California, gas prices are more expensive than any other state in this game. I'm pretty sure it's like that in real life too. I don't recall there being a state that has higher gas prices than California in real life, to be honest with you guys. Okay. Hello. Oh, sorry dude. I had to get right in front of you there. Alright, so I will probably be taking one more rest because it shows I'm due on Sunday or early in the morning. We'll see how much good time I make. Alright. We are not expected till Sunday afternoon at 4:53 p.m. And if I was to take another rest stop, I would probably be due in Seattle, or Spokane, sorry, at probably noon, if I had to guess. I don't know, but if I have to take another rest stop, leave your guesses on what time I'll be there. And we will find out towards the end. But for right now, we are moving along. We are on the I-5. We are passing by this little town of Huron. This part of the 5 is actually pretty narrow, if you ask me. Okay. So yeah, guys, this is my first run on the brand new truck. You guys are literally getting to see me right here and right now doing my first run on the brand new truck. This is the Freightliner Cascadia truck for anyone that was wondering that hasn't played this game before and haven't seen what the truck looks like. You guys got to see in my previous American Truck Simulator episode on what my truck looks like, and now we're taking it on our first run, and we are now bound for Spokane, Washington. And now I'm thinking, shall I get myself a garage in Seattle and have myself be based out of there instead of Colorado, or should I stay in Colorado with the rest of my employees? Leave your opinions or suggestions in the comment section down below, whether I should get myself a garage up in Seattle or if I should stay in Colorado with my employees, because before I got the Colorado DLC, all my employees were based out of Flagstaff, Arizona, and I was based out of Flagstaff too. So yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, it wouldn't hurt if I relocated myself to a different garage and separated myself from the employees, because the employees, I mean, they eventually make their way up to the Seattle area anyway, so it doesn't really hurt me that much. Oh, wow, I thought I had my high beams off. Or on, sorry. Alright, this pickup is starting to piss me off. Dude, it almost sounds like an Amtrak horn. Dude, what are you doing in my lane? Well, at least sitting inside of the cab car on an Amtrak California train, for those who are familiar with the Amtrak California system, it almost sounds exactly like that. It almost sounds exactly like that. I actually really like this truck now because of that. I really wonder if my other truck had a secondary horn that I didn't know about. Hey, no, I thought it was another Freightliner Cascadia for a second. Alright, so by the looks of it, we are coming up on the I-580 split. I-580 making its way towards Oakland, California, and I-5, well, we're making our way to Spokane, Washington. And this highway goes all the way up to Seattle. Alright, so let's go on ahead and get back up to speed here after a couple of vehicles slowed me down, this truck being one of them. Dude, this guy's got an insanely huge smokestack. You know, this is one of the ways I would take if I was to go towards Oakland. Usually I would typically go over what I call the mini Altamont when I go to Oakland, but it's just that one turn getting off the highway that I absolutely hate so much. It's like you guys have no idea how much I hate it. I mean, you guys should have, I mean, I should have been recording videos at the time when I would always struggle to make that turn getting off the highway because it's just so narrow. So now I just take the exit back there that we just passed and take that as my way of getting to Oakland. And the turn getting off the highway over there, back there where we just passed, is so much better. It's like I should just start taking that way more often if I was to get loads from Artesia, New Mexico to, or no, Artesia, Colorado, sorry, to Oakland, or where is it, Artesia, Colorado? Let me check my map real quick. Um, Alamosa, Colorado. I'm sorry. From either Alamosa, because yeah, I usually come out of this dealership right here. So it's either Alamosa, Colorado, or Hobbs, New Mexico, where I always get the Kenworth rig loads going to Oakland. But in my very first episode I've ever done, I actually had a Kenworth load that I took from Hobbs, New Mexico to, was it Seattle or was it Tacoma? I don't remember. I think it was Tacoma. No, it was Seattle. Because the first time I did a load on the Oregon Washington DLC, I wasn't recording videos at the time, so, and that's when I went from somewhere, I don't remember if it was Alamosa, Colorado or Hobbs, New Mexico, but I took a load to Tacoma. And then you guys saw on my trip to Seattle, in my very first episode, where I got myself into a pretty bad accident. I'll go on ahead and if you guys didn't see that video, by the way, I'll go on ahead and leave a card up on the top somewhere, and I'll also link it down in the description down below if you guys want to go on ahead and check that out. As we're coming into Sacramento, but yeah, it was on the I-84 somewhere in Oregon. I'll pull it up on the map for you guys. It was somewhere around here. Luckily, I will not be dealing with that today, but I'll be getting pretty close to it. I mean, I won't be dealing with it, but I'll be getting pretty close to it. Because, oh, wow, okay, I'm not dealing with the I-5 all the way to Spokane, okay. I was actually kind of hoping to do that, so I was actually thinking I just might reroute myself via I-5 all the way to Seattle and just go I-90. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to go on ahead and do that. So I'm going to go on ahead and detour via the I-5 up to Tacoma, and then I'm going to take the 405 out this way. Or maybe I'll just jump on the I-5 all the way up to Seattle, and then I'll jump on the I-90 and take the I-90 all the way up to Spokane, because I want to see the I want to see I-5. I don't want to take this weird little road called the 97. So that's what we're going to go on ahead and do today. Alright, so we are on the I-5 still, heading towards Redding. And here's the I-80 connector for those going towards San Francisco or I-80 east to pretty much anywhere, because I-80 in real life goes from the Bay Area all the way past Chicago, I think. Speaking of which, I heard pretty soon, man, I need to take this turn pretty slow from now on. I heard pretty soon, I don't know when it'll be coming out, but I heard they're going to be releasing a Wyoming DLC, so I'm really excited for that to come out. I don't know how far they've gotten into it or how much longer until they plan on releasing it, or how much they've progressed or whatever, if you will, but I'm really excited. Okay, this time I'm kind of willing to stop. Just so that way you guys don't be like, oh, Dom, you need to stop at the way stations every time. I know, I need to stop at the way stations every time. But I just don't like to stop, okay? Because it's just not worth my time. Especially because I have greater risks I'm getting into my first accident on the new truck, and I'm trying to prevent that from happening. But as I continue to keep saying this, I'm keep bringing that up. Rather, I'm probably going to end up jinxing myself. So I might as well stop talking about the potential of me getting into my first accident on the new truck, and I really don't want that to happen. Oh man, that cop really blended in on the right hand side there. I mean, there was one on the left side, but there was also one that really blended in really well on the right hand side too. All right. Let's see what we got going here. We got this cop that's stuck behind a truck, and we got an older Ford of some sort coming up pretty quick behind me, and I'm going over the truck speed limit. Is there another Cascadia right next to me? No, it's not. Okay. I keep looking for the Freightliner Cascadias. I don't know why, but there's a Kenworth that I'm about to pass up. I wonder if it's the same truck that I've had once before. Oh man, I'm going up a pretty steep hill, so I'm probably pissing off a car driver, so I better get on over and get behind this truck until okay, why did that truck get over? He ain't going quicker than me. I passed him. I'm only getting over so that way I don't hold up vehicle traffic for cars. Yeah, but now it looks like I'm picking up speed again, so I'm going to go on ahead and go around. Is that the same model Kenworth that I had? Yes, it is. Except I think he has more of an extended cab than I did. But now you guys can see I have an extended cab on my truck. Right over here, looking snazzy. Looking really nice. Love the flaming orange and black. I'll probably go on ahead and get myself another thumbnail shot when we get to our next stop, which I have no idea when our next stop will be. Because I need to get myself a thumbnail shot eventually. Alright, we are picking up speed once again. I'm about to blow right past this cop up here. Luckily, I don't have to worry about, hey, another Freightliner Cascadia on the other side of the road there was a blue truck carrying a red trailer. Alright. So let's see here. Where did it originally want me to get off? But so because I'm coming up on Reading right now, I think it wanted me to get off a little bit north of Reading, so. But like I said, I'm not going to be getting off north of Reading. I'm going to be getting off this road in the Seattle area. I'm going to go via Seattle to via I-5 to Seattle, and then I'll jump on the I-90. Actually, you know what? I think just for the heck of it, since I'm like really good on time, I might as well stop here for my thumbnail shot just to get it out of the way and just to kind of show the truck off a little bit more. So I'll just go ahead and pull on up here. I mean, I'll try to make this quick because I don't want to hold up traffic too much, but here you guys go. Here's the Freightliner Cascadia truck. I'm going ahead and get rid of all this. Get my thumbnail shut out of the way, and I have a car coming, so I gotta go on ahead and hurry up. Alright, and just like that, we are getting back on the move. I'll see if I can get a better thumbnail shot later. Oh. Alright, let's try to sneak around. Alright, there we go. Managed to sneak around that. Oh, it was Hornbrook where it wanted me to jump off. It was Hornbrook where it wanted me to jump off. Okay, that's... Oh, okay, there you go. I'll move my mouse over so that way I don't knock it over and get myself into an accident when all of a sudden it just showed the panel and the steering wheel area. Alright. So, you see that gray part right there? This is the first portion of the I-5 that I've never been on before. Alright, this bus is pissing me off. Whoops! Whoops, and now I gotta pass him again. Now I'm slowed down. Oh, really? Really? No, he's gonna get a piece of my medicine. He's gonna get a piece of his own medicine once I pass him, when I pass him, because I accidentally engaged the parking brake by accident. Now I'm going over the truck speed limit, so we should be good from here. We should be coming into Oregon here pretty soon. Alright, let's make sure we don't hit the parking brake this time. Dude, it almost sounds like you're in a cab car on Amtrak, California. It honestly sounds like it. Sounds almost exactly like it. When you have both horns going, the secondary and the primary. That's not in San Jose's territory. So I guess something came up and I'm like, that's not in my territory. Is that a Cascadia? No. My god, I keep thinking I'm seeing a Cascadia. Alright, so this is where they wanted me to jump off, I think. But I am not doing that at all. I'm going to be staying right here on this road. I think I'm in Oregon now. Did I cross into Oregon yet? Oh no, I didn't. I'm not even close to the Oregon border yet. Not even the Hornbrook yet. In fact, I just passed the exit where it wanted me to jump off and get on the 97. And now it shows I'm going to be on the I-5 all the way to Portland and jump on the 84, and I'm not doing that either. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I want to see the entire I-5 corridor, so I'm going to go on ahead and stay on the I-5 all the way to Seattle. And then I'm going to, excuse me, and then I'm going to go on ahead and jump on the I-90 and just go I-90. Alright. So now at least we know we're good for a while. We haven't crossed into Oregon just yet. I thought for sure we crossed into Oregon because, okay, I'm turning this phone on. Or turn it on silent anyways. I'm just tired of having this phone going off during a video. The one time I don't want my phone to go off, it goes off constantly. Like it's so weird. Alright, let's take this turn nice and easy. Easy. Alright. I'm just trying to take it easy on this new truck. Alright, we are in Hornbrook now. I should be getting a discovered thing here. Or maybe not. Maybe I have to get off the road, or get off the highway, and discover it for myself, but I don't really have that much time to do that. Alright, that's more like it. Nice open road for now. Alright, got another way station coming up in a mile that I am not stopping for this time, guys. Oh, and the one time that I can actually bypass it, that's good. Alright, let's see what this guy is. It is... Man, it's not another Freightliner Cascadia. I've only seen a couple of them out today on this run. I'm really wanting to see more of the Freightliner Cascadias out. Okay, I'm officially into Oregon because I am no longer in the 55 speed limit for California, so that's good. Coming into Medford, Oregon. I'm gonna need to start thinking about where to stop for gas here pretty soon. Alright, we are in the Medford, Oregon area. Another Kenworth. I think it's the same one I passed up a little bit earlier. Alright. Taking it a little easy over here. Oh, Western Star, nice. Alright, now we're stuck behind. Ooh, perfect. Lane open. Lane opening. Let's advise this guy not to get over. And then there's a Cascadia. Ooh, going up a steep mountain grade. entering Canyonville. Oh wow, I should have stopped up there because that looked like a really nice rest stop area. Could have easily stopped over there for gas too. I need to start thinking about where to stop for gas. Alright, another Cascadia. Now I'm starting to see a lot more of those, which is good because I like this model. God, only got $1,700 from one of my drivers, really? Alright. Let's see if this way station actually has a good view of something. So this is one of the... Dude, really? Okay. Let's see if there's actually a nice little spot to pull off real quick so that way I can get a better thumbnail shot, especially with all this greenery around me. You just pull off right here on the side of the road. Alright, now with that we are safe to pull on out and we are heading back on the highway. Alright, there we go. Alright, we can bring this back up. Let's see what we got coming up here. Rest area. I wonder if there's a place to get gas over there. Because now I'm just thinking about places to go ahead and get gas. And nope, no gas station. Okay, just a small little rest stop. That's something I don't need at this time. Because it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Right. I think that was another Cascadia I just saw. Oh wow, wherever we're coming up on is pretty nice. Oh, so we are coming up on Eugene, Oregon right now. Oh, there is a gas station coming up. Okay, so I might as well jump off up here and go on ahead and fill her up with some gas. Alright, let's want to jump off up here. Get off the highway, get some gas, and then we'll jump right back on the highway, on the interstate. Alright, there we go. Jeez. Almost right in front of that dude. Ooh, wow, this thing looks really cool. I'm gonna have to take a look at that when we come back. Man, Eugene's a nice little town. Look at the way this guy is driving. It's amazing. Honestly, though, I really like Eugene. Alright, just discovered Eugene for the first time ever. That's great. And I'm at the wrong gas station, I think. I don't see a pump where I can fill up for trucks. Alright, let's see if I can find the pumps for the trucks while I'm sitting here at this red light. Nope, not over here, so I bet it's on the other side of the gas station. Alright, let's go on ahead and make our turn here. I know the gas station is definitely on the left-hand side. Oh, there it is. There's the side for trucks. Alright, let's go on ahead and fill it up. Fill up our tank. First time getting gas in the new truck. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take a short break, and I will be right back. Alrighty, guys, we are back, and we are about to jump right back on the highway, heading towards, we're gonna make our way towards Seattle first, and then we're gonna jump on the 90 to Spokane. Gonna be the game plan for the rest of the drive, so yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and stop at this light. I want to see what that thing looks like when we come back, so I'm gonna have to do a slow drive. Alright, we're getting the green to go. Let me go on and check out that thing real quick. That looks really cool. But I didn't pass it yet. Oh, that truck got in a pretty bad accident. There it is. That looks really cool. Is this the, wow, very tight turn getting on the highway. Alright. Just like that, we are about to make our way back onto the I-5. And then the next big town that we'll be seeing is Portland. God, I can't speak. Oh, I thought there was a train track down there. That would have been nice. Alright. Alright, we got our gas, we are good on gas, and yeah, we are now heading off towards Seattle, making our way to Spokane, Washington. Alright, and so far we are doing good. Oh, we're coming up into Albany, Oregon now. Alright, now entering Salem. Coming into Salem here pretty quick, and the Bend area. This bus, man. Come on, bus, let's move. Alright. I'm just so obsessed with this horn. I don't know why I keep honking. Alright. Now don't merge into me. There we go. You can hit the trailer, but just don't hit my cab. Oh, another Cascadia. I mean, I would prefer if he didn't hit my trailer. Ooh, very nice. Oh, come on, blue car, make up your mind. Alright, are we coming into Portland already? I think we're coming into Portland already. Yeah, we're coming into Jesus. Yeah, we're coming into Portland already. My God, it's such a nice town. Such a beautiful city, rather. Alright, I'm gonna need to get in front of you, dude. So I'm gonna need you to back off. Sorry, dude, but I needed to do it. My goodness, Portland looking nice. Wow, I'm impressed with how Portland looks, guys. Oh my God, this truck really slowed me down. Now I'm holding up vehicle traffic. Wow, looking beautiful. I need to pull off the side of the road, provided there's a place to do that. And get myself a nice thumbnail picture real quick. And I think I found just the place for it. Let's do it without hitting my truck, please. There we go. I need to get a couple pictures out here, actually. Alright, so these vehicles are able to get by just fine. Let's actually move up forward just a little bit. Get on the other end of the little bridge thing here. Alright, I think right about here should be good. Right about here should be perfect. I'm just really impressed with Oregon, guys. Really, really impressed. Alright, and now with that, we can go on ahead and Oh, wow, there's a UP down there. Nice. Oh, there's another beautiful view of Portland, Oregon. Oh, that was close. That was honestly very close. That was like the closest I've ever gotten to my first accident. Okay, I need to figure out where I'm going here. I'm going to my right. My first time being in the Portland, Oregon area, guys, so bear with me. Oh, there's a railroad crossing down there. That's cool. If only I was able to explore downtown Portland, Oregon, that would be awesome. Oh, whoops. I went the wrong way because I wanted to stay on the 5. So now I'm on the 84, but it's okay. I'll go on ahead and find a place to turn around and go back, provided there is one. And if not, I'll see if I can find a spot right in the smack middle of the highway and turn around and go back because I forgot I was going to stay on the 5. I totally did not mean to take the exit for the I-84. I think we're coming up on somewhere pretty soon to turn around, guys. Okay, let's see. Well, just an exit for an interstate. Another interstate, that is. So I am not going that way. Oh, okay. Oh wow, there's a light rail line over here. I'm gonna find out. No, 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 no. Whew! I thought I was gonna get another accident for a second there. Or just into a accident in general. Alright, seriously, let's find a place to turn around because I want to jump right back on the 5. There's somewhere up here at the next exit where I can turn around and jump back on 5. I'm going to go on ahead and jump off over here. Well, not jump off, but just... Oh, sweet! There's the light rail line. Hopefully I see a light rail train. That'd be nice if I can see a light rail train from here. And it looks like I'm not. Man, that sucks. I was really hoping to see a train. On a light rail anyways. Oh, so we're coming up on the area for Portland Airport. Which I actually just had a friend of mine not too long ago come from Portland Airport heading back home. Oh my god, I gotta stop for this light and let's avoid hitting this truck. There we go. There we go. Now we just wait for the light to change. Alright, I gotta swing by this place another day. Alright, now it's time to find a place to pull off and rest up. Ooh, about to go up a really across a really nice bridge up here. Man, these Portland drivers, man, what the heck? Man, these Portland drivers, man, they're so slow. Entering Washington. Oh. Okay. Clear that mess. Man, dealing with Portland, man, that was terrible. Dealing with all them Portland drivers. I'm out of here. And now I gotta find a place to rest for sure. Well, for those that guessed we're gonna be arriving in the area around noon, you guys were probably way off. I mean, you guys are probably not too far from your guess, but leave your guesses on what time we're going to arrive. And we will determine that at the end. My guess is going to, when we, excuse me, and my guess for our ETA is going to be around 1:30 in the afternoon. Go on ahead and leave your guesses, and we shall find out at the end. Alright, here comes the rest area. Long view discovered. Unintentionally, of course. Alright, here it is. There we go. Alright, rested a lot later than I wanted to, but it's okay. 7 o'clock in the morning. Good morning to you all from Portland, or just outside of Portland in Longview, Washington. Alright, and now it's 7:20 in the morning, and I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get out of here without jackknifing my truck. Whoa. Ooh! I didn't think I was that close to the thing there. Let's see how it looks on the right side. Okay, I think I can stop right here. And make a right up here. Come on, come on, come on. Going ahead, make this right-hand turn up here, and then we'll just jump off over here. We're good on gas, so no need for that. Oh man. I'm sure they have 3% damage, but I don't know how that's possible today. Don't recall hitting anything. I mean, it might just be wear and tear from the wheels, and that's about it. Because technically, I never, quote-unquote, crashed. Alright, back on the I-5, we are heading towards Seattle, and I was way off on my ETA guess. I was at 2:43. My guess was around 12:30, so if you guys guessed 2:45-ish, then great job, but I was way off on my guess. Alright, a nice little river up here. Alright, so now we're on the I-5, making our way to I-84, not Highway 12. Or no, not I-84, I-90, sorry. Oh, I could have pulled off at this next exit too, but it's alright. We got moving, so that's all that matters to me. Now we're back on the move, heading north. Oh, now it shows 3:07, so now we'll see what time I really get there. I'm about 365 miles away. Oh, Jesus. What's up with that little lag there? For a quick second there, I had a somewhat short lag time there. But now we're back to, we're doing good now, so that's all that matters to me. Alright, we are booking it into Olympia, Washington now. Trying to make up for some time. Alright, now the next thing I want you guys to leave your guess for is what time are we going to get there? Because you guys saw that my ETA was like 2:45, 3 o'clock. And now I want you guys to leave your guesses on what time we're going to get there. My guess is we're probably going to get there around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Go on ahead and leave your guesses for that guess. And we will find out when we get to Spokane. Well, this is a nice little area. Oh, I'm in Tacoma now, apparently. So I'm not too far off. Oh, nice. That was the, oh man, it's a rail line. I keep forgetting what it is. Oh well. I mean, I don't know the Pacific Northwest too well to remember it on the top of my head. Man, I just had it in my head and I just lost it again. That was the, what was it? Is this, the exit for 90? No, it's not. I mean, I can technically take this way because I've been on this part of the 5, so yeah, I could, but I don't know. I kind of want to do the whole I-5, so we'll go on ahead and take the next exit after this one. Okay. What was that all about? I mean, I don't know, man. This game is starting to act a little different at this time. I have no idea what's going on, but it is starting to act a little different as I'm coming into Seattle here. This game is really starting to act a little different now, guys. Maybe I'll pop my window. Ooh. Careful. I was thinking maybe I could pop my window open and get some air in here. Went from like 80, 90 something to like 40. Did I give that truck a piece of my, give him a piece of his mind, piece of my mind, sorry. Cars, nope. Hey, a brand new Kenworth rig. Oh my god. Really, dude? Really, dude? You got beef with me? You got beef with me? I think that truck had some beef with me because I was trying to pass him. This is nice. A nice little drive. Alright. We had nothing but nice drives today. I just wish that the drivers would have been a bit better. Especially in Portland. That was probably the worst part. Alright, so we are about 280 miles away. I don't know how that's possible, especially because I'm not all that far off from Spokane. At least I wouldn't expect myself to be that far off from Spokane. Excuse me. I guess we're still coming up and oh, we're in the Snoqualmie River now. I still need to remember what that rail line was that I saw that looked really nice. It was right there along the water. It looked really cool. And I know it's a popular rail line too. A lot of rail buffs visit that rail line. I just couldn't think about it off the top of my head. I mean, I know what it is, but I just couldn't remember it right now off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to look on a map. Is this it up here? Columbia River Gorge, that's what it was. Columbia River Gorge. That's what I was thinking about. So that rail line that I saw earlier, it was on the Columbia River Gorge. I'm not doing it this time. I mean, I might only do it so that way I can get around traffic. There we go. There we go. I only passed it just so that way I can bypass traffic. Alright, so I am about 210 miles away. So with that, I don't think I really have much to talk about this time, so I might go on ahead and let you guys enjoy the drive, and then I'll catch you guys when we are less than 100 miles away. Alright guys, it appears that I discovered a new viewpoint, so I'm going to go on ahead and, since I have enough time, I might as well. Dude, what are you doing? You just got off the highway and now you're just... Oh, it's on the other side of the road, isn't it? I mean, I wonder if there's something up here too. I'm going up a pretty steep hill. It looks like I might have another thumbnail opportunity coming up here. Oh my god, this car, he's flying. He is flying down the hill. Oh man, check this out. I think this should be good right here. Zoom out a little bit and get more of the bridge. Alright guys, we just got our thumbnail shot finally, and we are about to make our way back to the 5. I don't know what was up with all the cars. I mean, they're not parking, they're not, all they're doing is turning around and heading back to the highway. That's just kind of weird. Oh my god, that car's flying, dude. Did you see that? Actually, I wonder what it would be like if I was to get a shot right here, facing this way. I'll think about it. Alright, let's go. Let's see if I can get another one, though. Maybe facing this way. Maybe facing this way. Have an opportunity for one. Dude, can you get off my tail car? That would be absolutely wonderful. I'm trying to get a thumbnail shot here. I have plenty of thumbnail photos, and because when it comes to being on a scenic drive like this, I have no idea what I would use for my thumbnail picture in this case. Wait, what time am I expected? 4:53 p.m. Oh, so I only have an hour until I hit my on-time window. I think I need to go on ahead and get going. I really want to go to that other side there. I know there's a really nice shot, but there's no exits coming up. With that, I'm going to go on ahead and let you guys enjoy the drive yet again, and I'll catch you guys when we're maybe 70 miles away. Yeah, 70 miles away should be good. Alright guys, we are about 60 miles away. We just passed the little area of Ritzville. We are almost to our destination here in Spokane. And yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see what the Spokane area looks like. Oh, got a train track right there. That's cool. I wonder if it's going to come back towards this direction. That would be cool. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of rail fanning action after a nice long drive from Oxnard on my first load on the new truck. So we are 34 miles away, coming to the Spokane Airport. Nice. Oh my god. Oh, there it is. There it is. I didn't even see that. First little minor crash. Okay, that car, he kind of pissed me off. Going to my first semi crash. Somewhat, we'll say, crash on the new truck. I mean, I'm just glad it wasn't with the vehicle involved. That's all I can say. That's the only thing I'm thankful for, that I'm grateful for, that it wasn't with a vehicle involved. Alright, so we are now coming up into Spokane. Man, Spokane looks really nice. I'm actually really liking Spokane at this time. Alright, we are coming up on our exit. We are 3 miles away. Well, this thing doesn't have a Jake brake thing, I don't think. So we are still about 3 miles away from our destination. Oh wow, we got some motorbikes right over here on the right-hand side of the road. And that's something you don't see driving around on the actual roads in this game, which I'm actually kind of okay with because I would hate to have to deal with motorcycles on the road, especially when they're lane splitting. All right. Go ahead and get past what I believe is a Western Star up here. Unsure, but I want to get past them. There we go. Oh, was that a place to rail fan? No, okay. Thought it was for a second. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm coming up to a rail export place, so there's a fire. Oh, Amtrak! Nice! It looks like the Coast Starlight too, but I know I'm not even in the Seattle area, so that's probably the Empire Builder actually. It's a much longer train too. So that's probably the Empire Builder. Whoa, no, 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 no. Oh, there's my first vehicle involved accident on the new truck. The other Chevy is honking at him. Alright, here we go. Coming into our destination. Unfortunately, we did get into a couple accidents today, a couple of them. Luckily, they were semi-minor, not any major accidents like in my last 2 episodes, so that's the good thing. Oh, there's another Amtrak train just flying on by, so I'll let that go by. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go on ahead and end today's episode right here before I handle the delivery. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy this video, go on ahead and smash that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, share this video with friends, anyone that comes in mind, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys.